Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this lesson is lesson 4.1 Antiderivatives. I hope you did watch the video that I sent before about antiderivatives. As you can see from its name, it's antiderivative, okay, or integrals. Antiderivatives is exactly the opposite of derivatives. It cancels whatever the derivative has done for us. For example, or before the example, if f prime of x, this is the derivative as we know. The antiderivative of it, I'm going to remove the prime. So basically, it will be f of x. Okay, we call f an antiderivative. This f, antiderivative of f. Okay, so basically what were we doing in derivatives is that, for example, if I have x to the power of 3 and I wanted to get its derivative, right? And let's say it was x to the power of 3 plus 2. And I wanted to get its derivative, right? I used to multiply, bring down the 3, right? The 3 comes down like this and decrease the power by 1. So we used to get the derivative as 3x squared, and we say that numbers, they disappear. So how will I reverse this if I want to do antiderivative? What will be the steps? What do you think? Over here I was multiplying first, right? And then subtracting the power. Here I will do the opposite. I will add 1 to the power. Second, what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. Divide by the new power. Okay, so far, then if I want to get antiderivative, for example, I know this is the derivative and I want to find f of x, the original function, الدالة الأصلية. We used to see it في التحصيلي, the original function. So I will leave 3 as is, and the x, I will increase the power by 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then divide by the new power, that is 3. What will happen now? 3 will cancel the 3, and your answer is x to the power of 3. The right question now is, how will I find the 2? I cannot find the 2 if they didn't give me a and b, or they didn't give me x, they didn't give me y. I cannot find the 2 exactly because they haven't given me any coordinates, right? So how will I represent that? They represent it over here by adding a c. So what is a c? A c is just a constant. It's just a number, because I don't know, it's called constant of integration. I don't know what exactly a number can be there. It might be 0, it might be 1, 2, 3, any number in the world. Okay, so in your book there is a definition called definition 1.1. Definition 1.1 says, let f be an antiderivative of f on the interval I. The indefinite because later we will take definite. Indefinite doesn't have a numbers here, doesn't have a border from where to where. An indefinite integral of f of x with respect to x on this interval is defined as, this is small f, this symbol is used for integrals, this is small f, and this is capital F, this is the original one, plus c. So again, as we said, derivatives were related to slope of the tangent line, or instantaneous rate of change, or whatever we were doing in derivatives. Antiderivatives deals with area under the curve, but not for now, because this one is just indefinite. Indefinite means I don't have numbers here and there. You used to see maybe in Tahsili we don't have numbers. We don't have from which x to which x. So theorem 1.1 or definition 1.1 says that the integral of f of x d of x equals capital F of x plus c. Then this is what we exactly did. So f of x in this case is x to the power of 3, and the constant is c. So basically in this lesson, I would just focus on these 2 points. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Okay, so Okay, for now I will start with the exercises. There's a power rule. Okay, I will show you the power rule first. Here's the power rule. This is what I exactly said. Integral of x to the power of r dx. This is how we write it. We have to write beside the dx if this is x according to the letter. So it's x to the power of r plus 1 over r plus 1 plus c. This is called the power rule, and this is what I just said. Add 1 to the power first and then divide by the new power. Of course, regarding here that r cannot equal to 1, cannot equal to negative 1. Okay, so we will reverse everything we were doing. Reverse everything that we were doing in antiderivatives. Like for example, if the antiderivative of cosine x is if the derivative of cosine x is sine x, then the antiderivative of sine x is cosine x. And the antiderivative of negative sine x is negative cosine x. I'll be going backwards from all of these, okay? Going as if I'm going from the right to the left. Like if I know that the derivative of this is negative, it's cosine x is negative sine x, so derivative of sine x is negative cosine x. If I'm going to sine x and I said the derivative is cosine x, then the antiderivative of cosine x is negative sine x, and of course the antiderivative of negative cosine x is negative sine x, and so on. Okay, so we will need the trigonometric the trigonometric derivatives that I gave you before also in this lesson. There's no chain rule over here, there's no product rule, quotient rule. All these things you cannot apply over here. We have other methods to use. So regarding the exercises, where are we? Exercises اللي هما 1 to 4, they said sketch several numbers of the family of functions defined by the antiderivative. We're not going to sketch for now. We're not going to sketch, but we will start solving directly. اللي هما why am I lost? Yes, this is lesson 4.1 antiderivative. Okay, so I've written these here. It says x to the power of r is x to the power of r plus 1 over r plus 1. You have to add the c and don't forget, because I don't know the number. As I said, so integral of sine x is negative cosine x, because as we just said in the other paper, we said that cosine x is negative sine x. So if I want to go from sine x, I will go to negative cosine x. And then cosine x over here, its antiderivative is sine x. And sec squared x, its antiderivative is tan x, because tan x, its derivative was sec squared x. Cosec squared x, its antiderivative is negative cotan x, because cotan x, its derivative was negative cosec squared x. Go back to those rules that I gave in the derivatives. Sec x tan x, its antiderivative is sec x, because sec x, its derivative was sec x tan x. And cosec x, cotan x, its antiderivative is negative cosec x. You can refer to the opposites in the derivatives lesson, okay? At point 6, I think. So far, here it says, suppose f of x and g of x have antiderivatives, and here there's a number a f of x plus b g of x. You can split it into, you can take the a outside. This is what I'll be doing. I don't care about the number. Did I care when I explained this example about the number? I kept the number as is. I didn't do anything to it. So we can put the number outside and then get integral of f of x dx, plus I can put the b outside the function and then get integral of g of x dx, and then add them or subtract them wherever we have. For example, this one, it says 3 cosine x plus 4x squared x to the power of 8 dx. I can split it, that I take the 3 out and I find integral of cosine x dx, plus take the 4 outside and I find the integral of x to the power of 8 dx. 3, nothing will happen to it, and what's the integral of cosine x? Cosine x is sine x, so 3 sine x. 4, I'll keep it as it is, and the x, I'll make it to the power of 9 and then divide by 9. If I can simplify those, I will simplify them. plus c, because I don't know what number was there before finding the derivative of this function. As if this is the derivative and I want the original function. So I can write down that f of x, f capital X, is equal to this. Okay, there is evaluating, I think, questions. Evaluate. No, that's also, yeah, find the integral. That's another example. And these, okay, it has given you in the book. Let me show you from the book maybe. These are the ones that I just mentioned in the book, and this also I just mentioned it in the book. And here, okay, from the exercises we'll start solving 1 to 4. Give me a second. Yeah, question 1 to 4. Sketch several, okay, never mind, we're not gonna sketch. So regarding question number 1, Nahuma 1 to 4 in page 257. The questions want the integral of x cubed, means what's the original function or the antiderivative of x to the power of 3, and I just did that. I already did that. Okay, so I will say that the answer is x to the power, I didn't do that actually, to the power of 4 over 4 plus c. So what did I do? I added 1 to the power first, and then divided by the new power, and then added c for the number that I don't know. Number 2, they want integral of x to the power of 3 minus x dx. And here, what will I do? Again, I can split it into integral of x cubed dx minus integral of x dx. I can do that. If you want to do it directly, do it directly. X to the power of 3 will be x to the power of 4 over 4 minus x to the power of 2. I added 1 to the power over 2 plus c, and this is supposedly f of x if the original function was f small of x. Okay, question number 3. They want integral, sorry, it's not an f, it's an integral sign of x minus 2 dx. So the integral, again, I can write it this way: integral x minus dx, integral 2 dx. Integral x, or antiderivative of x, is going to be x squared over 2 plus, what will happen to this one? Originally when we used to have 2x, صح؟ كنا بنجيب الدerivative بتاعها بنقول 2. Now I'm going to the opposite. If you find a constant, add to it x. So 2x plus c, and do not forget the c because I don't know the number. Question number 4. Integral cosine x dx. What is integral cosine x dx? Okay, previously sine x was equal to cosine x, right? So now this will equal to sine x plus c. Okay, so far there are some questions that you will not know how to get their integrals. Why? For example, which lesson? 0.6? Okay. That was not chapter 3. It was 2.6 when I explained using trigonometric functions, right? So these ones I know. Okay, right. Let's say the question started with they want the integral of sec x. How do you get an integral of sec x if you don't know any function الانتي-derivative بتاعها او الديريفيتيف بتاعها is sec x؟ يعني انا دلوقتي لما يقول لي antiderivative of cosine x اللي بيكنسلها بيرجعها originally is sine x. What's the antiderivative of sec squared x? It's tan x. Now if they ask me for integral sec x, will you be able now to tell me what is the answer? You will not be able to tell me what's the answer because you didn't take it over here, right? So you cannot solve that. Let's say they wanted integral of sine 2x. Anything that's not from these 6, you cannot get its integral right now. okay? And another thing I will show you after solving, where will you also face difficulties in this step where we are now, okay? I will tell you one. Okay, so question number 5. Sorry. Question number 5, they want you to find the antiderivative as well. And they gave me 3x to the power 4 minus 3x dx. You can pause the video and try with your own self and then see if you're right or wrong. Here, I can split the question into integral 3x to the power of 4 dx minus, I can take the 3 out. وهنا 3 integral x dx. Okay, if you want to do this step, I'm fine. You want directly to tell me 3x to the power of 5 over 5 minus 3x to the power of 2 over 2. Make sure fractions are in simplest forms. Plus c, and you should not forget this c. Okay, regarding question number 6. Integral of x cubed minus 2 dx. Again, you can directly say it's x to the power 4 over 4 minus 2. It would take an x plus c. Regarding question number 7, where they will start adding roots because they love roots, and x is in the denominator, we know how to deal with them, there's no problem. I can change the question to 3 integral root x dx minus integral 1 over, or let me write it as, okay, خليها, I will change it now. 3 integral x to the power of half dx minus x to the power of negative 4 dx. Now I am working on the powers to increase the powers by 1 and then divide by the new power. So this will be 3x to the power of 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 minus x to the power negative 4 plus 1 will be negative 3 over negative 3 plus c. You will not leave it so messy. I will take this 2 up. I will take this x to the power of negative 3 down. And I'll multiply this negative with this negative. I don't like them. And I will simplify the 3 with the 3. Or let me now write it 6x to the power of 3 over 2 over 3 plus the 3 is still down. It's 1 over 3x to the power of 3 plus c. I think we should simplify 6 and 3, so it will be 2x to the power of 3 over 2 plus 1 over 3 x to the power of 3 plus c. And this is your final answer for question number 7. Okay, so regarding question number 8, integral of 2x to the power of 2 plus 1 over root of x dx. Okay, I can change it to 2x squared plus x to the power of negative half, and I'll work directly, okay? So 2x to the power of 3 over 3 plus x to the power of half over half, and do not forget to divide by the new power. I'll take this 2 upwards. So, okay, I think the question in the book is different, but I'll keep it this way now here. The question was negative 2. I'll keep it like this for now. Plus 2 root x plus c. Okay. If I have a division, what will I do? And I don't have a quotient rule over here. Yeah, what will I do? Okay, this one, I can deal with it because I can split. I can say x to the power 1 over 3 over x to the power 2 over 3 minus 3 over x to the power 2 over 3. What you cannot deal with if it was the opposite. If the question was like this, for now, you cannot get the integral of this. And there's no quotient rule again here, okay? So for this question, I can change it this way. X to the power 1 over 3 over x to the power 2 over 3 dx minus, I can take the 3 out. Okay, if I left the 3, whatever. Not to confuse you, I will leave the 3 in. 3 over x, if I take it out, it would be 1 over this dx. Okay, so x to the power 1 over 3 over x to the power 2 over 3 will give me x to the power of negative 1 over 3. I subtracted the powers, minus, if I'm going to bring this up just to be able to do my integration steps. Okay, negative 1 over 3 plus 1 will give me x to the power of 2 over 3. Negative 1 over 3 plus 1 will give me 2 over 3. Divide by 2 over 3 minus. This is going to be 3. Negative 2 over 3 plus 1 will be 1 over 3. So x to the power 1 over 3 all over 1 over 3 is not very lovely. I'll take this 3 up and I'll take this 3 up. And I will not forget my plus c. So this will be x to the power 3x to the power 2 over 3 over 2 minus 9x to the power 1 over 3 plus c. So for now, I will need you to solve question number 10. I didn't do trigonometric functions for today. I did not do trigonometric, right? Tomorrow, inshallah, I will do trigonometric functions. So for now, you can solve only question number 10 and send it to me on Telegram. Question number 10. Actually, I don't like it. It's very less. Solve question number 10 and send it to me on Telegram on a paper with your name written on it. Thank you.